Hello everybody, Colton R here. Welcome back to more NCAA Football 2006. In the last episode, we had a bit of a struggle with Illinois, but we still won 45-7. And yeah, we remained undefeated. Undefeated overall and undefeated in the Big Ten. So, in this episode, we are about to play Northwestern for our final home game of the season. Now, here's the scenario right now. If we beat Northwestern, we have clinched at least a share of the Big Ten championship. If Michigan were to lose Week 12 to Indiana, then we clinch the Big Ten championship outright. So, a win against Northwestern and a Michigan loss, we clinch the Big Ten championship outright. But if Michigan and Ohio State both win here, then we'll have to go to Ann Arbor to play for the outright Big Ten title and a possible trip to the Rose Bowl to play for the national championship. So, with that being said, let's play our game. Alright, here we go. Northwestern and Ohio State. Let's do this.
Hi everybody, this is Brad Nessler. With me as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. Cold and rainy conditions, the forecast for today's game between the Northwestern Wildcats and the Buckeyes of Ohio State. The college football season starting to wind down. Hopefully, this Big Ten matchup might be able to answer a few questions. And here come the Buckeyes. The Wildcats are going to have to play a great football game if they expect to win this one, Kirk.
Ohio State has one of the better running attacks in college football.
And there's Antonio Pittman.
This will be a great opportunity here for fans to get a chance to see him
getting warmed up for today's game.
Kirk, great minds think alike.
And Corso's going with Ohio State.
That looks good on you, Lee. Anyway, let's send it down to the field.
Alright, Ohio State won the toss. Let's receive. Alright, it's time to play Northwestern. Here we go.
And they'll be returning this one.
And San Antonio Holmes will return the kickoff. Alright, good return. Okay, we're going to start out with running the football here and see if it works. Oh, it does work, and oh my goodness. Look at Pittman go, and he is tackled, and he is out on the 25-yard line. He almost had a touchdown there. But hey, that's a pretty good rush.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the
All right, another 1st and 10 here.
They come out with a big set on the ground, up the middle. They'll bring him down.
Another good run.
Ohio State has just been dominant.
And right now we have the 8th ranked offense in the country.
All year long, these guys have been almost impossible to shut down.
Obviously, the Illinois game set us back a lot.
Yeah, he did a nice job of using his blockers on that run. Really a nice read.
This offense has done an unbelievable job getting points once they enter the red zone.
That's right. These guys get it done better than almost anybody in the country.
3-yard gain by the running back.
All right, 3 yards on that.
Ohio State comes out with 2 tight ends. They keep it on the ground.
Touchdown, Pittman.
And he's got it.
There have been some great backs that have played college football. But in
And the
history,
fans are loving it.
no one has ever rushed for this many touchdowns in 1 year. Congratulations.
It's been a team effort all year, and he wanted to emphasize that he wouldn't be breaking this record if he didn't have those big offensive linemen blocking for him. He said that this record was for those guys. That's a true teammate.
And he hits the PAT.
And the extra point is good.
The drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Number 23, ready to kick. Kicks it off. Number 29 fields it in the end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. First and 10. Ball on their own 20.
All right, time to get the stadium pulse up.
Number 14 has 4 receivers lined up here. Shake and bake move. And he's tackled. Pickup of a yard for the tailback.
All right, 1 yard on that. That's good. That's good.
Ball on the 21-yard line. Ace backfield. Again, he'll get the call. He took it. And down he goes. Picked up big yards there.
And that's a first down for Northwestern.
Nice job there. This guy does a good job at reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 32. 3 wideouts here. They'll throw on first down. Looking. He's under.
Oh, and that's a sack.
Got it. That one gives him
A.J. Hawk.
for sacks in a single season, guys.
He's been completely unstoppable all year long. He's physically overpowered and he runs right through every offensive line he's faced.
There's no question that this kid is playing on a different level than anyone else.
Second down, and they got 15 for the first down. Ball on the 27. Northwestern comes to the line with 3 wide. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, throws this one out to the left.
Well, it's caught and short of the first down.
That reception good for 7 yards.
8 yards to go for Northwestern.
It's third down and 8.
And here we go, third down here.
Number 14 is back in the gun. Back to pass. He steps up. He's looking down the middle. Got it. And he's taken down.
That's how you convert third down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Number 14 lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. They just took what the defense gave them on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
It's second down and 3 to go. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. The Wildcats come out showing 3 wide. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped them yet.
Oh, and sacked.
This kid has had
Sacked by A.J. Hawk.
quarterback.
He's been dominating the line of scrimmage all year.
Let's see that replay again.
For sacks in one season.
Yeah, quarterback could not get away from A.J. Hawk. And that'll be a third down here for Northwestern.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. Northwestern comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive.
Incomplete.
Ball's incomplete. The ball is knocked to the ground.
Players use anything they can to get in the way of a pass.
The Wildcats line up the punt. Number 90 punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it.
Oh, yeah, this is probably not going to get returned very well.
24.
Yep, I knew it.
Big factor in this offense's last drive when they got down the field.
All right, we're on our own 24.
They'll start this drive at the 24
First and 10.
Ohio State goes with the ace set here. Inside handoff. And down he goes. A pickup of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 29-yard line.
All right, Pittman has 79 yards of rushing.
Brought down.
Now he's over 80 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
We got 3rd and 3 here.
And we're second in the country for third down conversions. This is 3rd and 3 here.
The Buckeyes line up with 2 tight ends.
And look at that. There goes Pittman.
Down the sideline. To the
And that is going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Ohio State.
touchdown.
69-yard touchdown run by Antonio Pittman. And he is definitely going to be in contention for the Heisman. There's no doubt about that. Hell, he might just win the Heisman. He's been putting up a lot of Heisman Trophy numbers, so definitely going to win this Heisman
And he tacks on
with
the
these
extra
good rushes and getting those touchdowns.
Pontiac drive summary.
And now it is time to kick off to Northwestern once more as we lead 14-0 with 1:16 left in the first quarter.
Number 29 fields it in the end zone. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Get that stadium pulse up.
Wildcat come out in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. Throws in a hurry. And it's caught. Tackle. He caught it, but the reward was minimal.
I don't know, Brad. I don't know what the quarterback saw, but hey, at least it wasn't a sack or an interception.
It's second down and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line. The defense needs to be mistake-free. This quarterback is very capable of making them pay right now. He drops back, rifles it right side. Nobody covering the tight end, and he's got it. And the pass is caught, but he goes nowhere.
All right, 3rd and
Nice job
7
there by
here
the defense
for
to
Northwestern.
get to him and make the sure tackle before he can make any moves to break loose.
They'll work from the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up. Throws this one out to the right. Back
And
to
that's
ball.
incomplete.
Nice timing by the safety to-
And that'll be a 4th down for Northwestern, and they will have to punt. And Ted Ginn Jr. is back deep to return.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up. He gets it off.
All right, this may look returnable, and
Fields it at the 41. And now
couldn't
a
do
slight
much on
break
that
in
one.
the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession.
all right, time to keep the running game going with Pittman.
The Buckeyes come out in the
And off to Pittman again.
Side handoff. Spins upfield.
And
down he goes.
pretty good
They
rush.
keep it on the ground, and the halfback gets about 7 yards.
He's got 44 touchdowns for the season. That's a lot of touchdowns.
3 to go. Ball on the 48.
All right, 2nd and 3 here.
They come out with a big set. They keep it on the ground with a tailback.
Oh, broke a tackle.
And he's tackled. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42.
All right, looks like this will be the final play of the first quarter.
And they make the stop. With that run, the halfback just eclipsed.
And yep, that'll be it.
500 yards on the year.
That's the first quarter.
Strike the pose.
And
You burned it. Who's better
I
than
can't
this
speak.
guy?
I agree
At
with
the
you
end of one,
110%.
Ohio State leads
This year's
14-0 against Northwestern.
It's second down and 3 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line.
All right, 2nd and 3 here.
Ohio State comes out with 2 tight ends. They'll bring him down.
And we're going to be a little bit short of the first down. A yard short.
3rd and 1 coming up on this play. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Single set backfield.
And that's a first down.
And he's tackled. So we got a few yards on that carry.
You know what, guys? If you can continue to pick up small chunks of yards like that, you can really start to wear a defense down.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. They come out with a big set. And they make the stop. A nice job on the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Their last trip down here was a success. Let's see if this one will result in another touchdown. Brought down.
And there's a penalty flag. Really?
Let's check with the referee.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
Oh, it's a face mask on the defense. You know what? We'll accept that penalty.
He got a hand on his face mask, but
Penalty flag on Northwestern.
He used a face mask to make the tackle, so it's a less serious infraction.
And we're even closer to the end zone. And come on. Touchdown. There we go. Breaking through tackles.
And he hits the PAT. Time to take a look at the drive summary. It's brought to you by Pontiac. Fuel for the soul. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 29 fields it in the end zone. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance.
All right, here we go. Northwestern has the football once more. They're down by 3 touchdowns.
Number 14.
And they have to do something before they get blown out.
They'll throw on first down. Down the middle.
Incomplete.
Ball's incomplete. The blitz was very effective that time.
Yep, they brought the house. It was all they could do to get the ball out of there.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 20. They line up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Looks. He's going right. Tackle. 6 yards that time on the pass play.
Gain of 6 on the play.
3rd down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 26. Number 14 lines up in the shotgun.
3rd and 4 here.
He drops back. Steps up in the pocket.
Take
Looking.
the snap and almost got picked off. And now it's 4th and 4 for Northwestern. They got a punt.
Northwestern lining up the punt. Number 90 gets it off. Number 7 fields it to 39. Well, the offense heading back out onto the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. They'll get the ball here at the 44-yard line. Ohio State lines up in a double tight set. They'll give it off here. The halfback runs for 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball right around midfield. And this impact linebacker is fired up down there. Handoff up the middle. Here's an opening.
Oh.
And he's tackled.
Antonio Pittman got hit hard, but he's okay. And he got the first down.
and 10. Ball on the 43. And the secondary better be careful. This receiver wants to make a play.
Oh, and look at him go.
Brought down. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Take a look at the replay here.
And also a nice read by the
Pretty good run. Pretty good run.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
It's
Another
and 10.
first
Ball
down
on the
here
21.
for Ohio State.
One-man backfield. They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
And nothing on that play.
0 yards on that play. It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. 2 tight ends here. Inside give.
And that'll be a first down.
He's getting revved up for a run with history.
And I'm sure he's getting a little nervous down there. Only a few more carries, and he's going to have more rushing yards.
And here's the Old Spice Red Zone report. So far, 100% in the red zone. Breaking tackles, and he's in! Touchdown! Antonio Pittman. 8-yard touchdown run. They just could not stop Antonio Pittman. And it's good.
So with just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter, our score, Ohio State 28, Northwestern nothing. Ohio State to kick this one off. Number 29 and number 26 back ready to return. Here's the kick. And they can forget about returning this one.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Wildcats come out in a shotgun. Back to pass. He steps up. He's looking. He's going left.
Incomplete.
Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Heads up play to bat it down.
Yeah, and if you can't get to the quarterback or intercept the pass, the next best thing is to get a handoff.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 20. Number 14 with 3 wide receivers. Uh-oh, high snap. Steps up.
Well, it's a sack fumble, and A.J. Hawk recovers.
Now that fumble was not what they needed.
They're already losing big. Let's just hope they don't throw the towel in.
It was a strip sack fumble, and Jay Richardson, number 99, laid the boom and the strip sack fumble, and A.J. Hawk recovers, and we have good field position to start this drive.
Ball on the 14-yard line.
Ball's on the 14-yard line. Handed off to Pittman. Got back to the original line of scrimmage.
And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone. When performance matters the most. They come out with a big set. And he's taken down. 4-yard.
All right, got 4 yards on that. I think we'll run it one more time, and we'll probably have to kick a field goal.
One man backfield. They'll give it off here. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
Yeah, probably gonna kick a field goal now.
Hey, sometimes a blitz is used.
All right, time to kick the field goal.
This time it was used to stick the halfback.
27-yard field goal attempt.
They're going to go for the easy 3 here.
And there it is. And psych, I'm going for it. And it fails.
Under pressure. Should they have kicked a field goal there?
I was doing a trick play, and it didn't work.
Get as many points as you can now because you never know how many you're going to have to score in the second half to win.
I honestly thought that would work. But it didn't. It did not.
At the 19-yard line. Northwestern lines up in a shotgun set. Throw. He might have a chance. He spins,
Oh, wow.
brought down.
I guess Northwestern's angry I went for that fake field goal.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result was a first down.
From the gun, drops back to pass.
Oh, and there's the sack.
They'll make the sack. The defense now has 4 sacks in the ball game. It's second down, 15 to go.
Time to get the stadium pulse up.
Number 14 with 4 wide receivers.
Can't go any higher. Why? Need that max power. Max power field goal or stadium pulse, whatever. And it seems Northwestern's not going to snap the ball until
They keep it on the ground.
it's low on time. And with that, we're going to take a timeout.
No gain on the play.
Third down, 15. Ball on their own 25. The Wildcat set up in the gun. And that defense is getting a little excited down there.
Offsides. On the defense.
Oh, come on.
Well, the offense
You gotta be
is
kidding
stopped
me.
by that defensive penalty.
You bet they are.
I wasn't even moving the left stick.
Third down and 10. Ball on the 30.
I was tapping the hell out of the L2 button, but apparently they said I moved.
He drops back.
Bull
Steps
crap.
up in the pocket. Sheds that one.
Oh, you gotta be
Comes
kidding
the
me.
pressure.
Picked off Mike D'Andrea!
What is going on here?
Ha ha ha!
Played and outcoached out
We
there today.
picked it off!
Everything has gone
All
wrong
thanks to
today.
Mike.
There's not much
To
else
Mike
to do.
D'Andrea.
Pack it up and try again next week.
And now we're in business. Alright, so we're not going to run the football here. We have to pass, so time for good old reliable seam attack.
They'll start this drive at the 36.
First and 10.
Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass.
Gonna throw it to Ginn.
Deep down the right
Ginn's
side.
caught it!
And they bring him down.
Timeout!
State takes a timeout.
What a catch by Ted Ginn Jr. Alright, now we're going to coach the O-line. And we're going to go halfback slam.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. They line up in a double tight set. They keep it on the ground with a tailback.
And we're going to use the final timeout of the game. Well, the final timeout of the half for us. We're going to try and see if we can get this football in. We don't have that much time. We got 9
Comes
seconds.
to the line, only one man in the backfield. They go with the
Oh, he fumbled!
puts it on the turf. And he's taking
And I don't think we're going to get a playoff in time. Nope. That'll be halftime.
after one half of play. This one is not even.
So with that,
Our score.
halftime is here, and we lead Northwestern 28-0. Darn. Ooh, Oklahoma and Texas A&M are in a close one. Excuse me. Texas is destroying Kansas. And USC destroying California. Alright. Ooh, Boston College is leading NC State. That's crazy. Alright, time to get back to the actual football
Ready to start
game.
the second half as the teams are lined up for the kickoff.
Number 29 back deep to return.
Kicks it deep. Number 29 fields it in the end zone.
Alright, and Northwestern will have the ball at the 20-yard line.
They'll get the ball here at the 20.
Northwestern's had 2 turnovers.
The Wildcats come out in the shotgun. Drops back to pass.
A fumble and a
Keeps
pick.
going right. Brought down. A pickup of about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 7. Ball on the 23. Northwestern comes out in the shotgun. Straight ahead with a full.
Ooh, he got hit hard.
In the backfield.
Let's see that replay.
Great play there by the
Ooh, Anthony Schlegel and Bobby Carpenter laying the boom on the running back. That'll be third down for Northwestern.
3rd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Where's that stadium pulse?
Set here. Ace backfield. He drops back. Throw short. It's
Incomplete.
well, the defense stood tall.
Now it's time for Northwestern to punt. Ted Ginn Jr. is back deep to return.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. He gets it away. Number 7 fields it at the 42. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession.
All right, time to go back to the halfback slam.
Supposed to be in the quarterback's face all day long, but so far we haven't seen much of it.
Maybe he'll pick it up here in the second half.
Trust me, he will. His defensive line coach was in his face just before he got on the field for this series.
It's good
Nothing
to see
on that
someone's
play.
firing up. I was very surprised to see him struggle here in the first half.
The Buckeyes come out in a 2 tight end set.
Oh, broke a tackle.
They'll bring him down. 8 yards on the pickup.
Gain of 8 on the play.
3rd and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 43.
43-yard line.
The Buckeyes line up with 2 tight ends. And down he goes. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
We're short, and we're not going to go punt the ball. We're going to go for it. It's 4th and 2. We're going for it.
Ohio State comes to the line.
And off, and got the first down and more.
Tackle. And the halfback
Inside the 25 now.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking
And it's a
back.
first down. New set of downs.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Ohio State comes out with 2 tight ends. They'll drop him for a loss.
Look at that. The blitz just threw off their blocking assignments, and that's why this running back is looking for his mouthpiece right now.
2nd and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. 2 tight end set, little handoff, and they make the stop. A 2-yard run by the halfback.
Gain of 2 on the play.
All right, I think this is where we now pass the ball. I think we're going to go wide receiver short posts.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 22. Ohio State lines up in a shotgun set. Looking.
Throwing it to Ginn, and Ginn got it!
Good job of
Another spectacular catch by Ted Ginn Jr.
Pass to move the sticks on 3rd down.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red
Now
zone.
it's 1st and goal here for the Buckeyes.
Performance matters the most. 1-man backfield.
And Pittman's in, touchdown.
There it is, guys. He's
And look at that, he has broken the NCAA record for most rushing yards in a season.
This will be one of those games you remember for a long time.
This is indescribable. I don't think anybody here will ever forget this day.
And the extra point is good.
And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Ohio State ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. Number 29 fields it in the end zone. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll take over at the 20. The Wildcats line up with 5 receivers. They'll throw on 1st down, and it's incomplete. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys play football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. Number 14 is back in the gun.
All right, 2nd and 10 here for Ohio State. Northwestern. Ugh,
Back to pass.
had a brain fart right there.
With the throw. The senior makes the catch. That pass play gets him roughly 3 yards.
All right, it's 3rd and 7 now for Northwestern.
3rd and 7 coming up here.
They're 1 for 6 on 3rd down conversions. Will they be 1 for 7 or 2 for 7?
Northwestern sets up with 4 receivers. Wants to throw outside. Complete.
Ooh, that's going to be
Just a
close.
great job by the defense.
Ooh,
These
they
guys
say
are
he's
scouting
short.
their defense so well
Short
that they're
1
confusing
yard.
the quarterback and the
And they'll have to
offensive line.
punt away.
this one away. Didn't get all of that one. Number 7 fields it.
Oh, and there goes Ted Ginn Jr. and he's gone! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Touchdown, Ohio State. Just another hole.
54-yard punt return for a touchdown.
On the field, there's no question about that.
You know, if I had a kid like this when I was coaching,
And the Buckeyes are going to clinch at least a share of the Big Ten championship because this one is over, folks. There's no way Northwestern's coming back from this. That was the nail in the coffin.
So with less than 2 to go in the third quarter, our score, Ohio State 42, Northwestern nothing. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
And now we must get prepared for Michigan to have a chance to win the outright Big Ten title
Number 26
in Ann Arbor
So the offense
in the
takes
next
over.
game.
Last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They better block that linebacker. He is looking to make something happen. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And that one will go down as an incompletion.
It's too bad because the wide receiver made a super effort to catch that pass.
Yeah, Coach, he's got the ability to come up with that circus catch.
I want that kid on my team.
They line up in the shotgun. He's gobbled up in the backfield. That didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. They were
Loss
going
of a
with
yard
the
there.
and guys were shooting through the line.
And this is why
That play didn't have
we have the
any
best
chance.
defense in the country. We allowed an average 147 yards per game. That's why we are the #1 defense in the country. We are that good.
So they go 3 and out after
Come to
that.
think of it, all Ohio State defenses are good.
The Wildcats line up the punt.
All right. 4th and 11 here. Northwestern punting to us.
He punts it.
And here's Ted Ginn Jr. again.
Number 7 takes it at the 45.
And couldn't do anything on that
Before the
one
offense hits
return.
the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll go to work at the 44-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10 here.
Two tight ends set.
And there's Pittman
And he's tackled.
getting another first
Picked up 8
down.
yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice
That was
job
his
there. This
35th
guy does a
rush
good
of the
job
game.
hitting his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
1st and 10. Ball on the 45.
And look at that, 352 yards to 48.
The Buckeyes line up with 2 tight
That
ends.
tells you who's winning the
Inside
football
two.
game.
And down he goes. That play just sets up perfectly.
That's because the defense didn't think it would be run twice.
Yep, and that's over 300 yards rushing
First you don't succeed,
for
try
Antonio
again.
Pittman.
Well, this one is if you succeed, run. Run it again, sweetheart.
The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation, and they make the stop. A 7-yard run by the running back.
7-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Ohio State comes to the line, only 1 man in the backfield. On the ground with the tailback. They get a yard on the play.
1-yard gain.
All right, short gain on that one.
And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Ohio State goes with the ace set here. They keep it on the ground.
Oh, broke a tackle.
Brought
And
down.
we're inside the
This
10.
hasn't been your average game.
No, not at all. He's been running the football well all day long. In fact, he's closing in on the school record for rushing yards in a single game.
And this kid has done it all day, breaking tackles and making people miss.
And that's another touchdown.
Slashed his way through this defense. What a special football player.
Antonio Pittman.
And he hits the PAT. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Unless we see some sort of miracle.
Oh, you know what I just noticed?
Heading to the 4th. Our score,
I forgot to go for
Ohio State
2
49,
there.
Northwestern, nothing.
Oh well. I'll try it next time.
Ohio State to kick this one off. He boots it deep downfield.
And that's a
No
touchback.
chance for a return. It'll come out to the 20.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
They have the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
And the impact linebacker has turned it up a notch. They'll throw on first down. Looking. Wafts this one out to the left. And it's caught. And he's stopped behind the line. Loss of a yard.
All right, tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 19. Number 14 lines up in the shotgun. Steps up. He's looking. There's a missed tackle. He's going right.
Intercepted! And that's going to be a pick 6 for Ohio State.
Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, boy.
Tyler Everett with the pick 6. We almost sacked Northwestern, but the quarterback threw it to us. Pick 6 for number 6, Tyler Everett. And now, time to go for 2. 2-point conversion here to make it 57-0.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
And it's good.
So with under 5 minutes to go here in the 4th, the score, Ohio State 57, Northwestern nothing. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
And yeah, this is over. This football game is over.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time?
So we will move to 10-0 on the season, 7-0 in the Big Ten.
They'll work from the shotgun. Steps up
And we will have clinched a share of the Big Ten title.
It's been a long time since a guy at this school.
So the Buckeyes are the 2005 Big Ten champions with the clinch of at least a share of the title here. But we can win it outright against Michigan in the next game.
He drops back. Throw short. Complete. And he's taken down. Back to the line. Maybe a yard on the pass. Passing situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 13. Northwestern comes out in the shotgun. Looking. He steps up. Wants to throw outside.
Ooh, he's going to be short.
Yeah, the defense did a great job of winning that series.
So Northwestern once more will have to punt away.
Northwestern ready to punt this one away. Number 90 gets it off.
And this will be somewhat returnable.
39.
This is where I look for the defense to clamp down after some sloppy tackling the last time. They let this offense run all over them, all the way to the end zone, and I don't see that happening again.
They'll start this drive at the 44-yard line. 2 tight ends set. Breaks one.
Oh, broke a tackle.
They'll
Pittman.
bring him down.
I think this offensive line is
I believe that's a first down, and it is.
And Coach, I'll tell you what, I think they're
Another
killing
first
the will
down
on
for
this
Pittman.
defense. And I don't think they're done just yet.
Single set backfield. And down he goes. And they're going to play keep away and work this clock. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. Ohio State comes out with 2 tight ends. Inside give. And they make the stop. That's a 7-yard gain.
All right, 3rd and inches.
It's 3rd and
We're
inches.
4 for 6. Oh, come on. That's a first down. It's literally on the line. Well, there we go. And that's another touchdown for Antonio Pittman.
Ohio State. Well, I've never seen a
Up.
performance like this.
Broke the rushing yard record in a game.
Rushing yards in one game.
The school and NCAA record.
Breaking tackles and making guys miss.
36-yard touchdown run for Antonio Pittman.
Run through this defense, but not too many problems. But I bet you he didn't think he'd be setting.
And I believe he just clinched the Heisman with this performance here today. Because there's no way that anybody else is winning the Heisman except for Pittman. And there we go, 2-point conversion. Pittman's got the Heisman locked up here.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
And nobody will be able to be on Antonio Pittman's level. There's just no way.
Number 22 fields it in the end zone. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. They'll throw on first down.
Incomplete.
The pressure may have forced the incompletion there.
That defense was about to plant him into the ground. He's lucky he even got that ball off.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20. Number 18 is back in the gun. Little handoff. He'll move. And he's tackled. A 2-yard run by the halfback. It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 22. One-man backfield.
And that's a sack. Mike Kudala with the sack.
Who's at fault here? The O-line for not blocking well or the quarterback for not getting rid of the football?
I'd say you can blame both the offensive line and the quarterback, but don't forget about the receivers. They're not helping matters. They're not getting open, so you're seeing a lot of coverage sacks as well.
Northwestern lining up the punt. Number 90 gets it off. Number 7 fields at the 48. And now
all right.
break in the action as the offense
Small return there, but that's fine. 2 minutes left to go in the game, and it's all Ohio State here.
Single set backfield. On the ground with
Oh, and here's Pittman breaking tackles left and right.
And that one goes for a big first down.
You know, every time you run
He's got 430 yards of rushing.
starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32.
And Pittman's definitely going to get
Line up with 2 tight ends.
the Heisman. He's definitely getting the Heisman with this performance. Oh, he fumbled.
And now the ball is
And Northwestern recovers.
by the linebacker. Well, it looks like they have another chance now.
Great.
I don't know how much of a chance that is. They're getting blown out.
We'll see. I've seen strange.
And where's the penalty for that excessive celebration? Unbelievable. They penalize us for excessive celebration, but not these guys. It's crazy.
The Wildcats come out in the shotgun.
Oh, almost picked off by Schlegel.
That pass fell innocently to the turf.
Yep, total coverage on that one. Got to pick his destinations better.
Second and 10. Ball on the 21. Northwestern goes with the ace set here. They'll make the sack.
Sacked A.J. Hawk.
Young man, an All-American.
Well, get used to it. This guy's going to make himself a name playing on Sunday.
Third and 15 coming up.
3rd down for Northwestern. With 1:25 left. There's not much they can do.
Steps up.
Oh, A.J. Hawk missed the sack there, but
And that's
nothing Northwestern could do on that play.
Pat on the back.
they line up to punt this one away.
And now another Northwestern punt to us.
Number 90 gets it off.
And here's Ginn.
Takes it at the 49.
And look at Ginn go. That's a nice return by Ted Ginn Jr.
They have the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
They'll go to work at the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes line up with 2 tight ends. Sheds a tackle.
Oh, breaking tackles left and right again is Pittman.
Pretty good run.
Incredible effort there.
That's another first down.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone. return to Old Spice Red Zone when performance matters the most. Single set back to him. And he's hit hard. He got back to the line.
Well, couldn't do anything on that run.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 15. The Buckeyes come out in the ace formation. You'll get the call.
Oh, and that's another touchdown for Pittman. 15-yard touchdown run. And now to attempt the 2-point conversion.
Ohio State lines up in a goal line.
We got it.
They got it. So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap what just happened.
It is now 73-0.
Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks it off. Number 29 fields it in the end zone.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
Did they have the ball before?
And this one is going to be over, folks.
Slow-mo replay to recap it.
Number 18 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it to the outside. Complete. He's knocked out of bounds.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
Man, 507 total yards of offense for the Buckeyes.
The Wildcats line up.
That's a lot of
And he's
yards.
going to lose yards on this one.
They sent the blitz and drilled the running back before he could find any daylight.
2nd and 11. Ball on the
And
31.
Antonio Pittman is one of the players of the game.
The Wildcats set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. He's
Throws.
got it
Caught.
again.
Now that was a good-looking play. The quarterback put it where his receiver could get it, and now they have a first down.
What I like is the faith that this quarterback has in his receiver. He's not afraid to throw it downfield.
But I don't think Northwestern's going to get enough time to run another play. Unless they're quick enough. Nope.
The Wildcats.
That's
line
it.
up with
That's
5
the game. Ohio State wins 73-0. A shutout here in the Horseshoe.
Coach, what's your final thought on the game?
And we will head to Ann Arbor, Michigan, undefeated overall and in Big Ten play, to see if we can win the Big Ten championship outright. We've already clinched at least a share of the Big Ten title,
NCAA football 2006.
and now we will see if we can win this outright
Ohio State
next time.
Northwestern, nothing. Our thanks go out to everyone here at EA Sports. I'm Brad Nessler for Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso, signing off. Until next time, so long, everybody.
And Texas A&M holds off Oklahoma to win. It looks like Texas A&M is heading to the Big 12 championship game. Let's take a look at the individual stats here. So Troy Smith, 2 for 2 today, 47 yards of passing. Not a lot of passing, but it's fine. And then Antonio Pittman, 49 rushes, 469 yards, 8 touchdowns. Longest rush was 69. Pretty awesome. And then Ted Ginn Jr., 2 receptions, 47 yards. Longest catch was 29 yards. And then you got Tyler Everett, 4 tackles, 1 pick, 29 yards for the touchdown there. And then there's San Antonio Holmes' kick return. And then on the punt return side, 9 punt returns for 105 yards. Longest was 54, and that was for a touchdown. So not bad at all. And we are definitely going to have a big-time battle with Michigan in the next game. So we're going to simulate through week 12. Alright, so we slipped in the polls. I wonder why. So let's take a look at the bowl rankings. So, okay, even though we slipped in the polls, we slipped in the coaches' polls, we're still the front runner. Well, we still have a spot in the national championship thanks to the BCS. So right now, Florida's still 1. We're in second still. Texas A&M 3, Georgia 4, Michigan 5, Alabama 6, Texas Tech 7th, Texas 8, Oklahoma 9th, Miami 10th, Virginia 11th, USC 12th, Ole Miss 13th, Arkansas 14th, UCLA 15th. Now for the coaches poll, it seems the coaches want Texas A&M instead of us for some reason. But I didn't know why the coaches poll voted them, because we played an unranked conference opponent. They played a ranked conference opponent. And then Georgia, Michigan, wow, they nearly lost to Indiana. Then Alabama, Texas Tech, Miami, Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia, USC, UCLA, Ole Miss, UTEP, Louisville, Arkansas. Ooh, Iowa slipped from 7th to 18th. Ouch. Fresno State, Nebraska, Bowling Green. Bowling Green's in the top 25. Sheesh. LSU, Auburn, Purdue, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's down in the top 25. Wow, Purdue lost to Illinois. Ouch. Alright, and here's the Heisman so far. Antonio Pittman still number 1. Ted Ginn Jr. 2nd. AJ Hawk 3rd. And look at this. Texas A&M quarterback is now in the top 5, along with Texas Tech's quarterback. Alright, so Chad Henne is out the top 5. Excellent. Alright, and here's the awards finalists. So, Antonio Pittman's a finalist for the Maxwell. AJ Hawk is a finalist for the Benark Award. Pittman, finalist for the Doak Walker Award. Ted Ginn Jr., finalist for Best Wide Receiver. We got nobody for Best Tight End. Obviously, 3 Ohio State linemen in the finalists for Best Offensive Lineman. So that means that's an automatic win for us. So we got Best Offensive Lineman. Nick Mangold, finalist for the Remington Award. Mike Kudala, finalist for the Lombardi Award. AJ Hawk, finalist for Best Linebacker. Ashton Ubodi, he's a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award. And then there are the finals for the Groza. Our punter is a finalist for best punter. Ted Ginn Jr. finalist for best returner. And we are a finalist for best coach. Jim Tressel, finalist for best coach. And look at this, Florida's head coach, Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer, who took the Florida job in 2005, is a finalist for best coach. Shocking. And here are the bowl projections. So, let's see. So, it is projected that we will be going to the Rose Bowl to play Florida. That's projected. And then it's projected Michigan to play Virginia in the Orange Bowl. Texas A&M to play UCLA in the Fiesta Bowl. Louisville to play Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Alabama to play Northwestern in the Capital One Bowl. Miami and Notre Dame for the Gator Bowl. Arkansas, Texas Tech for the Cotton Bowl. Ole Miss, Illinois for the Outback Bowl. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, NC State, LSU. Ooh, Iowa playing Oregon for the Sun Bowl. Ooh, Michigan State playing Mississippi State for the Music City Bowl. Nebraska and USC for the Holiday Bowl. Purdue versus Texas for the Alamo Bowl, that's projection. Wisconsin versus Bowling Green in the Motor City Bowl. Really, Wisconsin's 7th in the Big Ten, even though they're 4-7. That's crazy. Well, let's take a look at the conference. Well, we'll take a look at them. Look at the conference standings in a little bit. Players of the week. And look at that, Antonio Pittman, NCAA Offensive Player of the Week. And he's also the Offensive Player of the Week for the Big Ten. And a linebacker from Michigan got Defensive Player of the Week for the Big Ten. Now let's take a look at the conference standings. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting thing here, because if we win the Big Ten championship outright, and we're going to the Rose Bowl to play for the national championship. If we somehow lose to Michigan, we'd take a share of the Big Ten title. We're probably going to either the Orange Bowl or the Fiesta Bowl. Or maybe the Sugar Bowl, who knows. Wow, that is crazy. Wisconsin finishes the season 4-7, 3-5 in the Big Ten, and they're possibly headed to a bowl game. That's crazy. And Indiana, sadly, still in last. So yeah, a lot is going to happen in this final game of the regular season. We win against Michigan. We're outright Big Ten champs, and we're headed to the Rose Bowl to play for the national championship. If we lose, a share of the Big Ten title, and probably headed to an at-large BCS bowl game. Probably the Orange Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, or the Fiesta Bowl. So yeah, a lot is riding on this game here. And we're going to play the Michigan Wolverines in the next episode. So with that, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching this brand new episode of NCAA Football 2006. If you enjoyed it, smack a like on it, subscribe if you're new to this channel, check out my other videos I've uploaded to my channel, and I shall see you guys next time for more NCAA Football 2006. So with that, I'll see you guys later.